Hi, welcome to the Chicken and Egg Kitchen in Goochland, Virginia. I'm Chef John Maxwell, and we're here celebrating the great agricultural products of Virginia. We've got stuff from farms all over Central Virginia, and we're going to be playing with them and making some amazing food.
Welcome to our Chef at the Market virtual demonstration brought to you by RV Ag. Each week, we will be featuring local chefs who will be sharing recipes using farm-fresh products sourced from the RV Ag online marketplace. For more information or recipes, visit our website.
We're here in the kitchen and we're getting ready to play with these vegetables from several of the different farms in Central Virginia. I've got some beautiful tomatoes, some green peppers, some broccoli, and some spaghetti squash. And we're going to be putting together a salad. A spaghetti squash salad. It's refreshing, it's delightful. The first thing I'm going to do is cut the squash in half long ways. Right? We're going to cook it over water. This is kind of tough and rolly. So if you want to, cut a small flat space on it so it doesn't roll quite as easily. Right? It'll make it safer to cut. So I'm going to go in there, cut it down, and you can see this is filled with seeds because almost all plants are filled with seeds. So we're going to scoop this out with a large spoon. It takes a little strength, not too much, but a little bit. Now I'm going to put this in here on a rack over some water, just simple water. Now you can flavor the water if you want to put a cinnamon stick or some cloves or bay leaf or something like that in the water to give it added flavor. But since we're going to be making a salad with a nice zesty dressing, I'm not going to put any extra flavor on the squash. All right, now we'll turn this on and let it steam. All right, this is ready. It's beautiful, just perfect. All right, I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to take the rack out and put it over here, because what I'm going to do is throw some broccoli in there. Because the broccoli just really pops when it's cooked. Raw broccoli is good, it's tasty, and it's healthy, but we get a little bit of a blanch on it, all right? And the color just really gets amazing. Now I'm showing you that I'm doing it here because of it's more convenient, but you should use a pot with a bit more water in it than this, because the enzymes in the broccoli will affect the water and cause it to brown faster if you don't use a lot of water when you blanch off your green vegetables. So you can see it's already starting to turn a little bit darker, all right? And I'm just going to throw these down. Down into the ice water. This is called blanching and shocking. So we're going to shock them so that the cells close up and hold all that chlorophyll in. So we can see here, let me turn this off so I don't get a face full of steam. And you can see how rich and bright green, I'll put it over here against the white, all right? So you can see how rich and deep the green is once it's just shocked to that little bit and blanched in chilled water. Now this is edible, it's going to have a nice crisp, we're going to cut it up, we're going to put it in the spaghetti squash salad, and it's going to really be amazing. All right, well I've got this the spaghetti squash. You can see how the strands actually look a little bit like noodles, right? And you can use this in almost any recipe that you would use for spaghetti. It's good with a tomato sauce on it, hot. It's good in baked with cheeses. It's pretty much good any way that you would do a spaghetti squash. So I'm just using a spoon and scraping it out Right? And you can see that it's just all thin threads. It's got a really good tooth feel. Chefs talk about to the tooth. It means it has a bit of a resistance when you bite on it. And it's just perfect. It's like an al dente spaghetti. Right? You get this out of the way. Right? I'm going to get this down here and start chopping some vegetables. This is really very interesting. You want to stay riveted to your set while I chop these peppers and cucumbers. Right? So the first thing I'm going to do is cut them away from the seeds, because I don't want the pulp. Right? Then I'm going to cut sections and cut off the rib. I'm not going to show you every one of them, but this gives me a nice little pelard of green squash that I can now uniformly cut into strips, turn, and cut into a small dice. I'm basically a very lazy person, and I don't like chasing things all over the cutting board. So this helps me keep everything close, and it's the right size for the spaghetti squash salad. Okay, now I'm going to take tomato. And again, I've got lots of uses in my kitchen for the scraps of vegetables, so I'm going to be doing this a little differently than perhaps you would. I only want the solid rib walls of the solid walls of the tomato, not the ribs. So I just cut the center of the tomato, get the seeds out, and now I can do the same thing with this that I did with the pepper. I can just cut long strips. Turn it, and now cut dice the same size as the peppers. All right. So there's that. And I'm going to take an onion, cut it down. Onions are really cooperative. It goes into the kind of shape we need Let me take this out and just show you. Because it's layered, once I cut, it's automatically diced. So now we're all set. We got tomatoes, onions, green peppers, and we're going to start tossing this stuff together into a good salad. I'm just going to add this spaghetti squash into this bowl so we can mix our salad. And get that over there. Now I'm going to take the green pepper. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to use some of this. I'm going to take the tomatoes and put them in there. And those red onions. And put those in there. I'm going to toss this up just a little bit. You can use whatever Italian dressing you like, or for that matter, you can use whatever salad dressing you like. It can be a blue cheese dressing or anything. This is a very versatile recipe, so you can use whatever you like. I'm using a standard Italian, Northern Italian style dressing. And I'm just going to add some of this in there. I'm going to put this right in the center. I'm going to sprinkle a little Parmesan cheese, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Okay, so it's just about ready now. We just need that good pop from that broccoli that we celebrated. So we're just going to add that in here. All right. I love broccoli. I want to make sure I can pick it out. All right. And not have to fight with my brother over it. All right. And we'll just, for a little bit of pop. So there we go, spaghetti squash salad. Fresh, crisp, light, and wonderful.